My children, I am speaking directly to you today. I am Saint Michael the Archangel, and God has sent me to deliver an important message to you. I am not here by chance. There is a reason why you are hearing this message now. You have been chosen. The restlessness you feel, the sense that something different and supernatural is about to happen, is not a figment of your imagination. It is real. Heaven itself is moving toward you. God sees you. He has always seen you. Even when no one around you seemed to notice your efforts, pain, or silent faith, the Lord was there, watching every step, every tear, and every secret prayer. He watched every step, every tear, and every secret prayer. You may think you are too ordinary for something great to happen to you, but God's kingdom is different from this world. Up there, the humble are exalted. Those who suffer in silence are honored. That is why this message is coming to you. The time has come for God to act in your life. Over the past few years, you have faced struggles that many cannot imagine. You have lost things, people, and opportunities. You have felt abandoned, left out, and forgotten. But what seemed like the end was merely preparation. What was taken away, God will replace. What you did not understand, God will explain later. He was shaping your inner strength, patience, and obedience. Now is the time to turn pain into purpose. You will notice something has changed in the coming days. It may be small, but it will be a sign. People will suddenly drift away. Situations that were previously stuck will begin to flow, and you will receive unexpected invitations and answers to questions you have asked for a long time. All of this will be accompanied by a strange peace that does not come from this world. You will feel a certainty inside that you are being guided by an invisible hand. That hand belongs to the Lord. Miguel have been sent to protect the path you are about to walk. You may be thinking, but I'm not strong, I'm not special, I don't even know how to pray properly. But God does not choose the capable. He empowers those He chooses, and you have been chosen. Not for your appearance or what you have, but for your heart, for your faith, though weak, never died. You never gave up completely. For that alone, heaven has moved in your favor. It's important to understand that what will happen does not depend on your strength or intelligence. It will happen because God has decided it. It will happen through mercy, through promise, and through grace. But there is one request I must make of you. Prepare your heart. Set aside some time each day, even if it's just a little, to talk to God. You don't need to use beautiful words or long prayers. Just speak from the heart. Say, "Lord, I am here. Talk to me." Then be silent. He will speak to you. It may be through a thought, a feeling, or something someone says. You will know it is Him. From now on, your home will be protected differently. The atmosphere will change. The things that oppressed you will disappear. You will feel lighter, clearer, and more courageous. As a warrior of God, it is my job to drive away darkness, cut the invisible ties that bind you, and open paths where there was no way out. For that to happen, though, you need to trust. Even when it seems like nothing is happening, stay strong. There is a time of preparation and a time of manifestation. You are leaving the waiting period and entering a time when you will see with your own eyes what has already been done in the spiritual world. One more thing, don't be alarmed if some people distance themselves from you during this process. It's not personal. God is clearing your path. He needs to remove anything that delays, distracts, or confuses you. This is part of the blessing. Also, don't accept just any invitation or opportunity. Not everything that glitters is gold. Pray before making decisions. Some opportunities may be big traps in disguise, but those that come from God cannot be closed. You are not alone. Even when you feel like you're talking to the wind, someone in heaven is listening. Often it is I who come running toward you to prevent evil from reaching you. I have delivered you from things you did not even know about. A delayed bus, a missed phone call, or an idea you forgot about may have been my way of protecting you. Don't doubt God's presence anymore. It is constant. Now, it will also be visible. When the time is right, you will understand everything. You will look back and see how each pain prepared you. You will see how each loss was, in fact, deliverance. You will see how each silence from God was care. You will feel gratitude. It's a gratitude that cannot be put into words. You will be overwhelmed by so much love that you will feel small, but I will be by your side, and together, We will celebrate each victory. Today, I just want you to take a deep breath and hold on to this certainty. God is at work. Even if it doesn't seem like it yet and everything remains the same on the outside, the wheels have already started turning on the inside and in the invisible realm. Every night before you close your eyes, gather your thoughts and surrender everything to God. You don't need to say much. A sincere prayer is enough. Something simple like, "Lord, I am in your hands." This small gesture carries great weight in heaven. It is in this silence that the spiritual realm moves most powerfully. It is in this rest that what is to come begins to reveal itself little by little. When you surrender everything to God and quiet your soul, something begins to reorganize itself in the invisible realm. Things that once seemed meaningless gradually fall into place. It's as if the loose threads of your life are finally being tied together by hands that know exactly what they're doing. Those hands belong to the Creator. He has not forgotten you. He often works in silence, so that your heart learns to trust without seeing. One of the greatest spiritual lessons is to trust when there are no guarantees, to believe when everything seems contrary, and to persevere when your body is tired and your soul is exhausted. It is at this very point that you become strong, not by yourself, but because you are sustained by something much greater. That something is God's faithfulness. He never abandons those who seek Him sincerely. You have done this despite your limitations and not knowing if you were praying right. Heaven looks at the heart, not at pretty words. Many do not understand what is happening to you. Not even you can properly explain it. But inside, you feel as if you are in a different time. There is an expectation in the air, as if something is about to break through. And it is. It is a time of change. God is leading you down a road that human eyes cannot yet see, but which is already opening spiritually. So don't be alarmed by the discomforts that arise. Sometimes before healing comes, cleansing comes first. Before peace comes, separation comes. Before the answer comes, the deepest silence comes. You may feel a certain emptiness in the coming days. It will be a strange silence inside, but it is not an absence. It is preparation. God is emptying you of everything unnecessary to fill you with what is essential. Don't cling to what is being taken away. What remains comes from God. What comes from Him carries purpose, direction, and peace. You may start to see the people around you differently. Some masks will fall. Some hidden intentions will be revealed. Not to hurt you, but to protect you. God is giving you spiritual eyes so you can know who can walk beside you in this new phase and who needs to stay behind. Yes, this may hurt, but it is necessary. You can't carry everyone. Not everyone has the maturity to keep up with what God is about to do in your life. The blessing that is coming is greater than you can imagine. With it will also come responsibility. That is why heaven is shaping you now. This is a time of alignment, of separation, of inner strengthening. Do not resist the process. Even when everything seems disorganized, know that God never loses control. You are in the right place at the right time to receive what has been decreed for your life. I, Saint Michael, will remain at your side. My role now is to take care of your mind. The enemy will try to confuse you with thoughts of doubt, fear, and insecurity. He knows he is losing ground. He will try to use memories from the past, old feelings, and even people to destabilize you. But I am ready for battle. If you remain steadfast in your faith, none of these attacks will affect you. No curse will prosper. No evil attempt will come to fruition. Remember, you do not have to defend yourself alone. You have heaven on your side. The Lord is your advocate, your refuge, and your shield. When fear arises, talk to Him. When anxiety arises, breathe and surrender. When you feel overwhelmed by distress, close your eyes and repeat, "I am not alone. Heaven is with me." Repeat this as many times as necessary. The more you declare this truth, the stronger it will become within you. Another important thing is to pay attention to your dreams. In the coming nights, you may receive signs while you sleep. They could be images, voices, or memories. Nothing will be by chance. Your spirit is more sensitive and awake now. Heaven will use this channel to reveal things to you that your conscious mind might not understand. When you wake up, try to remember what you saw or felt. Write it down if you can. Many answers will come this way. And don't forget about your home. Your living environment needs to be spiritually clean. Play soft music, sing praises, light a candle, and read a passage from the scriptures with faith. Small gestures can change the atmosphere. Where there is light, darkness cannot remain. Where there is prayer, there is a divine presence. Do these things simply but consistently. You are preparing the ground for God's presence to dwell more intensely around you. Don't let the rush of life extinguish the spiritual awakening beginning within you. Prioritize what is eternal. Choose to be close to God instead of trying to solve everything with your own strength. Often what you cannot change on the outside will be transformed from the inside out. It starts with you. I am here to ensure that nothing hinders your growth. There is a plan. There is a time. There is also a promise. All of this is happening right now, step by step. Even if you don't realize it yet, the movement has already begun. What seemed stuck is being unlocked. What seemed distant is drawing nearer. What seemed impossible is being made possible. Even if the day dawns cloudy and there are still tears, know this: something new is being born. A new season, a new cycle, a new name in the sky. And that name is yours. Daughter, do not doubt what is being built around you, even if you cannot yet see it. There is movement happening in the spiritual realm, and you are at the center of this plan. God is perfecting the details. Every adjustment, every change of course, and every unexpected departure has a reason. When He repositions you, it is because He is about to give you something that requires new ground, a new structure, and new internal preparation. It is common for the heart to be agitated at such times. Sometimes you may feel causeless anxiety, slight anguish that comes and goes, or a desire to cry without knowing why. Do not be alarmed. This happens when your spirit senses that something significant is approaching, but your mind cannot yet process it. This is your case. You are picking up on signals before they fully manifest. This is not madness. It is spiritual sensitivity. God is awakening you to see beyond. As you awaken, it is natural for you to become more selective. People, places, and conversations that were once tolerable now bother you. That is a good sign. Your soul seeks cleaner environments, lighter relationships, and truer words. This is not arrogance. It is growth. It's the light within you asking for space. As the light grows, it reveals the shadows around it. Where the light dwells, no shadow remains. Now, stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the truth of these words in your heart. If you want to seal the protection forming around you, write in the comments, "Where the light dwells, no shadow remains." This affirmation will strengthen the spiritual field around you and dissolve all energy that no longer aligns with your current state. As the sky organizes everything, you will feel called to make more conscious choices. Food, rest, words, thoughts, everything starts to matter more. This is because your body, mind, and soul need to be aligned. It's as if God is preparing an altar within you. On that altar, He will place something precious, something you asked for a long time ago but are only now ready to receive. It's something you asked for a long time ago, but you're only now ready to receive it. Many people ask for miracles, but few prepare themselves to receive them. You are on the right path because you have allowed God to prepare the way. You have accepted the process. You have endured the wait. You trusted even when everything seemed to be falling apart. That has immense value in heaven. No suffering goes unnoticed when lived with faith. Yours has been seen, daughter. It has been noted. It has been recognized. During this time of transformation, Saint Michael the Archangel remains at your side. Today, in addition to protecting you, he is breaking old chains, ties from other generations, repetitive patterns, and cycles of pain that seemed endless. You were not born to carry burdens that do not belong to you. What needs to fall will fall. What needs to leave will leave. God is bringing justice to your story by liberating you from your silent imprisonment. If this message has touched your soul and you feel clarity or relief amid the confusion, consider supporting this channel by clicking "Thank you." Your support helps spread this message of light to others who, like you, have reached their limit. Thank you for being part of this. Your new spiritual phase requires you to be more selective about what you allow into your life. This applies to food and words alike. Avoid negative conversations, people who only complain, and content that weighs heavily on your heart. What you hear, you keep. What you keep transforms your inner world. You need to be light and free with enough space for God's presence to dwell fully within you. It is in this cleaner environment that revelations begin to emerge. These are intuitions that seem like random thoughts but are actually touches from the Spirit. These are ideas that come suddenly, dreams that seem to have hidden messages, and signs in unlikely places. All of this is divine communication. You are learning to listen with your heart, not just your ears. When you feel something inside you saying, "Don't go that way," respect it, even if it seems logical and everyone says otherwise. Heaven is training you to live not by what is visible, but by what is true. The truth, my daughter, is not always obvious. Sometimes it whispers while the world screams. Only those who have learned to hear the whisper of heaven can remain steadfast, even amid confusion. God wants to make you steadfast, unshakable. He wants you to be someone who trusts, even when you don't understand everything. Someone who stays put, even when the ground shakes. What is coming is a great blessing, but it can only remain in the hands of those who have learned to trust the invisible. You are almost there, very close. So, even if you have doubts, don't give up. Even if the night is long, wait for the dawn. Even if others don't believe, keep believing. Heaven is all around you, working in silence. Harvest time does not come for those who plant only for a day. It comes for those who persevere, even in dry ground. You have persisted with faith. Therefore, what is coming to you is abundant. God is preparing you to experience something you have never experienced before. This preparation requires silence, patience, and surrender. That is why you have recently felt the need to be quiet. Distance yourself from certain conversations and observe more than speak. It is not loneliness. It is spiritual separation. God is pulling you closer to Him. When that happens, many things lose their luster. This is a sign that what is coming from above is approaching. Don't be surprised if you feel the urge to reorganize your home, move things around, and clean forgotten corners. This is also spiritual. The environment in which you live reflects what is happening inside you. Now that the light has begun to grow inside you, it disturbs everything that is out of alignment. Allow yourself to make these changes. Small physical actions can have a big impact on the invisible world. Make room for the new. Everything old and heavy will naturally leave. Some of the answers you have been seeking will not come as you expect. They won't come from people or advice. Instead, they will come as inner revelations. They will only appear when you are at peace. So don't force yourself to understand everything right now. The clarity you need will come at the right time, like a ray of light in the middle of the fog. When it comes, you will feel such deep peace that all doubt will disappear. For now, write in the comments, "I receive the light, peace, and protection that are rightfully mine." Speaking this statement with faith opens a channel of liberation within you and shows heaven that you are ready to receive what is already yours by destiny. Remember, it doesn't matter how many times you have been discredited, belittled, or ignored. God does not forget a single tear you have shed. He saw you persevere when you had no strength left. He saw you get up even when you were tired, when you chose good even though you had reasons to rebel. Heaven honors this kind of faith. Now is the time for restitution. What was taken away will return as blessings. What seemed lost will be returned with purpose. Saint Michael stands by your side, sword unsheathed. He is severing toxic ties, undoing hidden traps, and breaking silent pacts made against your life. Liberation is happening as you listen to these words. You will see the effects in the coming days. You will notice a lightness in your surroundings, sleep better, and observe changes in the reactions of those around you. All of this reflects the spiritual cleansing taking place right now. If this message touches your heart, clears your doubts, or brings you relief you didn't know you needed, consider supporting this channel with a gesture of love. Click on "Thank you very much." This small act strengthens our mission to spread light to others who, like you, were at their limit and needed guidance. Thank you for walking with us on this journey. It's important to trust in God's timing. The enemy will try to rush you. He will make you think that everything is delayed, that you have missed opportunities, and that your time will never come. This is a lie. God's timing is different from a human clock. When He acts, nothing is missing. He restores lost years in days. He speeds up processes silently. He surprises us when we least expect it. That is what He is about to do in your life. What seems like a delay is actually protection. God didn't allow you to go to the wrong places, connect with the wrong people, or make fearful decisions. He held you back. He held you back out of love. He knows where He wants to take you, and you need to be ready to stay when you arrive. So don't mourn what didn't happen. Celebrate what God is preventing, even if you don't realize it. If you trust even when you don't understand, you will see miracles where there was only weariness. You will see doors opening where there were only walls. You will see your own life become a testament to the fact that God never fails those who wait on Him. This won't be because of what you have or know. It will be because of what you carry inside: faith, humility, and obedience. Yes, the world is noisy. It is fast-paced and chaotic, but you have been chosen to walk in the opposite direction. While many run aimlessly, you will walk with purpose. While many speak without thinking, you will remain silent to listen. While many lose themselves in distractions, you will find yourself in secret with God. That will make all the difference in your destiny. Now write, truth, light, and protection accompany me every day. This seals your energy in the divine and removes all disturbances that try to confuse your mind or steal your peace. If you notice that some separations continue to happen, don't fight them. Trust. Some people were only in your life for a short time. When the cycle closes, you must let go. Some people were there to teach you lessons. Others were distractions. Some were just passing through. But those who are meant to stay will remain. God takes care of that too. What is yours, no one can take away. What is His cannot be destroyed. Take a deep breath. You are exactly where you should be. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to control everything. Just remain faithful and keep an open heart. When heaven decides to act, the last words are not pain, fear, or scarcity. The last word comes from above. That word is coming to you with power. You may have noticed a change within you. Your thoughts are clearer, your heart is more sensitive, and your dreams have begun carrying messages you don't fully understand yet. This happens when heaven opens your spiritual eyes. You begin to see beyond what is apparent. You perceive what words do not say, what smiles hide, and what environments carry. It is a gift. You are being trained to use it wisely. However, this gift only grows stronger in God's presence. This is not ordinary intuition. It is spiritual discernment. You will be guided to know where to step, who to talk to, when to retreat, and when to move forward. For this to happen with clarity, however, you must keep your mind clear. To do so, you must be vigilant. Be careful what you consume. Be careful what you feed your soul. Not everything that seems harmless is good. Not everything that seems normal to the world pleases heaven. You are not everyone else. You have been set apart. You have been chosen. You have been marked for a mission that is still unfolding. Every mission carries weight and glory. Every mission requires preparation and brings rewards. You will be no exception. What is being written about you in the spiritual world will soon be seen with your own eyes. You have often wondered why you felt as if you were carrying so much weight on your shoulders for no reason. Why did you feel pains that were not physical and experience tiredness that did not come from your body? Now, you are beginning to understand. It's because, from an early age, you've been sensitive to things that others don't feel. You absorb your surroundings and sense when something is wrong, even when no one says anything. This tired you out and left you feeling confused, as if something were always out of place. But now, that sensitivity is being healed and transformed into a divine gift. What was once pain will now be a tool. You will sense what needs to be avoided. You will identify what needs protection. You will sense when something is not good for you. Furthermore, you will help others free themselves from soul-draining environments and connections. Before continuing, write the following sentence in the comments with faith and conviction. My energy is sacred, and no evil has power over me. This gesture seals your spiritual protection and reinforces your recognition of your light and strength. You will no longer allow external forces to suffocate you. What seemed like your weakness was actually preparation. Day after day, you have been polished from within to become someone capable of breaking family patterns and unhealthy emotional cycles. You will build a new path of blessings for those who come after you. Your journey is not yours alone. It impacts those around you, those who watch you in silence and learn just by observing you. That is why heaven has kept you here until now. You carry something that needs to be preserved. Don't be afraid to change course when God shows you the way. Sometimes we get used to the wrong path simply because we are familiar with it. But that doesn't mean it's the right path. When heaven wants to remove you from a place where you no longer belong, it will begin to remove the flavor. Everything will become uncomfortable. You will feel out of place, and that's not punishment. It's guidance. Trust the discomfort. It will push you to a place where your soul can breathe again. In the process, you will discover that you don't need everything you thought you did. Not even all the people you thought you couldn't live without. God will show you that what is essential is invisible. Peace, clarity, strength, and faith. If at this moment you feel that this message reminds you of things you have lived through in silence, situations that no one knew affected you as much as they did, consider writing below. The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness. Saying this is like lighting a candle inside you. It declares that even on the darkest nights, your soul chooses the light. Some cycles will soon come to an end. Don't fight it. Relationships, projects, and old paths that you insist on keeping will naturally fall away if they are no longer in alignment with who you are becoming. Yes, it may hurt, but that pain will create space for something new that is much more aligned with God's purpose for your life. When you obey heaven, you will discover that even if it seems like you lose at first, you gain more than you ever imagined in the end. Obedience always opens invisible doors. It brings rewards that the world cannot offer. It always attracts protection from the heavens. So don't worry about what others think. Don't wait for applause. Not everyone will understand your silence, your transformation, or your new attitude. But you don't need to be understood. You need to be faithful. The only recognition that matters is that of heaven, not earth. Heaven already recognizes you. It already validates you. It sustains you. Stay strong. What is approaching smells like rebirth, relief, and a promise fulfilled. Soon you will take a deep breath and say, "Now I understand why I had to go through all that." When you understand, you will feel stronger than ever. Heaven wants you to clearly understand one thing at this moment. You are not behind. You are not wasting time. You are not falling behind. Even if you look around and see others moving forward, achieving things and receiving applause, know that God's timing for your life is different. He doesn't act by comparison. He acts with purpose. What He is building in you is so deep and solid that it needs the right time to blossom. When the time comes, nothing and no one can stop it. The world demands speed, but heaven works in depth. Don't worry about being fast. Worry about being steady. You are becoming steadier every day, even when you think you're not making progress. The fact that you are here receiving this message with an open heart is a sign that you are aligned with what God wants to show you. It's possible that you've felt more sensitive in recent days. Any little word hurts, old memories resurface, and your sleep becomes lighter and your heart more restless. This is because old layers are being removed. God is touching deep areas of your soul, healing wounds you have learned to live with and removing hidden pain. That is why everything seems so intense right now. But this intensity is a sign that healing is near. When the healing process intensifies, your body feels it too. You may experience unexplained physical pain, excessive tiredness, and tears for no reason. Don't be alarmed. This is all part of the process. The spiritual and physical are connected. What is being cleansed in the soul is sometimes reflected in the body, but all of this will pass. You are going through a valley, but it is not the end. It's just a corridor that leads to rebirth. If you feel that these words describe exactly what you are experiencing, write in the comments, "I am at peace, I am in the light, I am protected." This phrase will create an atmosphere of healing around you. It seals what is being worked on within you and strengthens your connection with the divine presence. Now is the time to learn to rest in God. This is different from standing still. It means trusting while doing what you can. It means not despairing over what you do not yet understand. It is not blaming yourself for your feelings. Resting is breathing with faith. It means saying, I don't need to control everything. God is in charge, and He really is. While you sleep, angels work for you. While you pray, heaven responds, even if silence is the most powerful way to receive an answer. While you simply remain, the spiritual world organizes itself so that what is yours arrives safely. If this message has offered you clarity, hope, or an invisible hug at a time when everything seems unclear, consider clicking "Thank you." This small gesture helps keep this mission of spreading light to those who no longer see a way out alive. If it touched you, imagine how many other people are also waiting for words like these. Thank you for your heartfelt support. In the coming days, you will begin to see small signs. They will come in the form of details: an unexpected phone call, a phrase someone says out of the blue, a vivid dream, or an object you find without looking for it. Stay alert. The sky is creating a path to guide you more firmly. Trust your intuition. Trust the peace you feel, or don't feel. The Holy Spirit communicates through peace. Where there is no peace, God is not present. Avoid getting too busy. Rushing around robs you of your ability to discern what is essential. There's no point in solving external problems if you're empty inside. Now is the time to go deeper, to cleanse and to heal. Whatever you resolve now in silence will no longer haunt you in the future. However, whatever you ignore will return with greater force. You have already suffered too much. Now is the time for definitive healing. Know with certainty that you don't have to prove anything to anyone. You are not what others think you are. You are what heaven says you are. You are strong. You are sensitive. You are light. You are a promise. Even if you have stumbled or lost your way, none of that changes what God has written about you. He is still writing your story. The story is not over. The ending will be beautiful, fair, and meaningful. St. Michael continues to watch over your home, your mind, and your path. He is ahead of battles you cannot even see. What worried you so much, what kept you awake at night, what seemed like an insurmountable wall is now being confronted by forces working in your favor. Trust. Resting allows heaven to act without interference. If doubt comes, return to this place. Listen again. These words carry truth, and where there is truth, there is freedom. Where there is freedom, the soul breathes. Yours is beginning to breathe again. You can feel it. Now that your soul is breathing again, you will notice something else. A new strength rising within you. This force does not come from outside circumstances, compliments, or visible victories. This force comes from within, from the Spirit, from the connection between you and the sky. When this force awakens, nothing can stop a woman who knows her place in the spiritual world. You will no longer be deceived by pretty words from people who speak untruths. You won't be manipulated by guilt or trapped in patterns of fear and insecurity. Looking back, you will realize how much you have matured and grown, and how much you have overcome in silence. You will feel gratitude, not for having suffered, but for not having given up. Not for having suffered, but for not having given up. Because now, finally, everything begins to make sense. Every pain you have experienced will take on new meaning. It was not loss, it was preparation. It was not punishment, it was protection. What seemed like a delay was actually divine acceleration at just the right moment. You needed to be ready, clean, light, and firm. Because what comes next requires all of that. And you are ready. If you feel it in your heart right now, write it in the comments. With every step, angels steady the ground beneath my feet. This phrase reminds you that you are not walking alone. It seals the path with firmness, clarity, and protection. By declaring this, you acknowledge the invisible force paving your way, even on days when the ground seems to disappear. Prepare to experience something you've never experienced before. You will realize that peace becomes constant, even amidst uncertainties. This is a sign that the Holy Spirit is ruling your inner home. You will notice that people's words no longer hurt you as they did before. This is a sign that your soul is healing. You will find yourself saying no more firmly and yes more consciously. This is a sign that you are reconnecting with yourself. When you return to yourself, you will remember who you are, a cherished, protected, and guided daughter. You are a woman with a strong spirit and a pure heart. You are a chosen one who has been restored. You have been touched. You have been prepared. All this happened in silence, while no one saw it and few appreciated it. But God saw. Now He will show you. Your light will disturb, but it will also inspire. Your presence will cause discomfort in heavy environments. However, it will liberate those who want to change. You will become a spiritual reference point for the lost. Not because you are perfect, it's because you decided not to give up. That decision has power. There will be days when you feel an overwhelming urge to cry for no apparent reason, but it won't be out of sadness. It will be God's presence visiting you. He will touch your life in simple ways, a song, a gesture, or a memory that returns with new meaning. In those moments, let the tears come. They purify the remaining pain. They also make room for true joy. The enemy will try to convince you that it's either too early or too late to start over, but he doesn't know God's timing. Don't listen to those voices. Listen to the certainty echoing inside you right now that God is with you. That's enough. Saint Michael will continue to walk beside you, but now he'll be with you in a different way. He's not just defending you anymore. He walks with you now like an escort accompanying a princess who has finally discovered her identity. You no longer need to hide, cower, or remain silent. You can walk upright, with gentleness and authority, with lightness but firmness, with faith and awareness of your spiritual strength. You have a calling. The calling does not begin with great missions. It begins with simple actions, being faithful where you are, being a light wherever you go, praying even when you have no words, loving even when you are not loved in return. These small gestures set in motion great things in heaven. When you least expect it, God will surprise you. It will be like finding a gift left at the door of your life. You will know it was Him. It didn't come from effort or strategy. It came from faith, from the way back home, from the realignment you accepted. Right now with faith, the presence of angels surrounds me and keeps me safe in all my ways. This phrase seals what began to be built within you from the moment you first opened your heart to receive this message. It will accompany you. It will protect your next steps. It reminds you that the journey continues, but with a different weight, awareness, and strength. You will sleep peacefully tonight, not because everything is resolved, but because something inside you has been healed. True peace does not depend on circumstances. It comes from above. Above is looking down on you right now. May this light remain with you. Saint Michael the Archangel protects you.